Welcome to the deep dive. We get straight to what matters from the sources, and today, well, it's UK pensions. Specifically, we're looking at Aviva UK pensions for 2025, and we're using a really detailed review from Plouta as our guide.
Yeah, Aviva's a huge name, isn't it? Lots of people will have a workplace pension with them, maybe without even actively choosing it.
Exactly. And understanding what's actually going on with your pension money is, well, it's crucial. Seriously important stuff.
Mhm. So our mission here is to pull out the key bits from that Plouta guide on Aviva.
Think of it as your shortcut to getting informed, maybe finding out a few things you didn't expect about your retirement savings. Let's get into it.
Okay, first up, credibility. Plauta's review makes it clear Aviva is, solid, been around over 300 years.
Wow, 300 years, and regulated too.
Oh, absolutely. FCA and PRA regulated. Financial Conduct Authority and Prudential Regulation Authority. So, strict rules, security layers.
Right, so most people encounter them through work, you said, the workplace pension.
That's the main way, yeah. Employer sets it up, auto-enrollment happens, money goes in from you, crucially, from your employer.
That's the free money bit.
That's the one.
Right.
And tax relief from the government on top. It's designed to be pretty simple and effective for building that pot.
But they do offer pensions directly too if you don't get one through work or want something else.
Yes, they do. That's their personal pension, often used as a SIPP, a self-invested personal pension.
SIPP. Okay, so who's that for?
That's more for someone wanting to start their own, maybe combine old pensions from different jobs, or, have more control over where the money's invested.
Okay, investments. This is where the Plouta guide gets really useful, I found. What about the standard workplace folks? What are they usually in?
Most likely the default fund, which is called My Future Focus. It's what they call a lifestyle strategy.
Lifestyle. But what does that actually mean in practice?
It means the fund changes automatically over time. So when you're young, far from retiring, it aims for growth more in equities, company shares, basically. Then, as you get nearer retirement age, it shifts. It automatically starts moving your money into safer things like bonds and cash. De-risking, essentially.
Smart. And Plouta mentioned something about ESG?
Yeah, ESG factors, environmental, social governance, are integrated. So they're considering things like climate impact or company management when picking investments for that strategy.
Right, okay. But the SIPP choice, totally different.
Oh, completely different world. Much, much wider choice. You've got ready-made funds, an expert shortlist if you want some guidance.
Or you can go full DIY.
Exactly. Full self-select range. We're talking over 5,000 funds, plus individual company shares, ETFs, exchange-traded funds, investment trusts. Huge flexibility. That's often why people opt for a SIPP.
Okay, so you've got the pension. How do you, manage it, check on it?
Aviva gives you the MyViva online portal, and there's an app, too.
And are they any good? What did Plouta find?
They're decent for the basics, yeah. Checking your balance, simple tasks. But the review suggests maybe not as feature-packed as some specialist SIPP-only platforms if you're doing lots of active trading.
Right, more for an overview. And customer service.
It can be a bit variable, apparently. Probably just down to the sheer scale of Aviva, lots of customers.
Makes sense. Okay, let's talk money.
Right.
Fees and charges. This always bites, doesn't it? What did Plouta highlight?
For workplace pensions, it's usually simpler. An annual management charge, the AMC, agreed with your employer. And importantly, for that default fund, it's capped at 0.75% year by law.
Okay, 0.75% cap. But the SIPP, I imagine that's more complex.
It is a bit more detailed, yeah. But there's a really interesting point Plouta picked up on. There's the main Aviva charge, the platform fee. It's tiered based on your pot size, maxes out at 0.40%.
But
There's a good but.
there is. For the part of your SIPP that's invested in shares, ETFs, or investment trusts, that platform charge is capped.
Capped at what?
Just $45 per year. Wait, 45 pounds? Total, even if you have, say, hundreds of thousands in shares.
Exactly. £45 a year for holding those specific assets, no matter how big that part of the pot gets. Plouta flags this as potentially very significant.
Wow. Okay, that is a big deal.
Yeah.
Especially compared to percentage fees on everything. What other SIPP costs?
You've got the investment charges. That's just the cost of whatever funds you pick. They vary a lot. And dealing charges. Buying funds online is free, but trading shares, ETFs, trusts cost £7.50 each time.
Right. So pulling this together from the Plouta review, who's Aviva really good for?
Well, definitely workplace members. You can't beat employer contributions. Also good if you like that established brand name, or maybe use other Aviva stuff already.
And the SIPP investors.
Especially SIPP investors holding a fair bit in shares, ETFs, or trusts because of that 45.5 cap. That makes them surprisingly competitive there. Also decent for beginners using the ready-made options.
And who might look elsewhere?
Maybe someone purely chasing the rock-bottom percentage fee, especially with a huge pot just in funds. Some flat-fee platforms might edge it there. Or if you absolutely need the slickest, most advanced trading app.
Got it. And safety. FSCS protection applies.
Yes, Financial Services Compensation Scheme covers eligible long-term insurance like pensions, up to 100% if Aviva were to fail. And you can usually access from 55, soon 57, and transfer out. Usually no Aviva exit fee, but always worth checking your specific plan.
Okay, so understanding these details, the default funds, the SIPP choices, especially those fee structures Plouta broke down, it really helps you make better choices for your retirement savings.
Definitely pays to look under the hood.
So here's something to think about based on all this. Given how different the fees can be, especially that 45 tab cap, have you considered how the type of assets you hold funds versus shares or ETFs could dramatically change the total platform cost for your pension over the years?
Something to mull over for sure.
Right. That wraps up our deep dive into the Aviva UK pensions for 2025, thanks to the insights from Plouta's review. Hope that gives you a clearer picture.
We hope so. To keep building your financial know-how, please do like, share, and subscribe to The Deep Dive.
And definitely join the Plouta Financial Wellness community. Head over there, let us know what you thought about this Aviva review. Drop your comments, questions.
We'll see you in the community and back here for the next Deep Dive.